Every month, millions of employees around the world expect one thing: a paycheck in their account, on time, every time. What if I told you that one simple mistake in payroll or one late salary could ruin employee morale, attract government penalties, and even damage your company's reputation? Welcome to the world of payroll management, where every rupee counts and every second matters. First, what is the payroll? Payroll is the system of compensating employees for their work and the process of calculating and distributing employee salaries, including wages, bonuses, deductions, and taxes. It ensures that employees are paid accurately and on time, while also staying compliant with tax laws and labor regulations. Why payroll matters? Payroll isn't just about numbers. It's about employee trust, business credibility, and legal compliance. Missed payroll equal trust broken, underpaid equal legal violation, overpaid equal loss for the company. Think of it like this. Payroll is where HR meets finance. If done correctly, it boosts trust and retention. If mismanaged, it causes confusion, legal trouble, and sometimes mass resignations. For example, in 2020, a major payroll delay at UK-based retailer Marks& Spencer led to thousands of employees not receiving bonuses on time, damaging internal morale and PR reputation. The key components of payroll: basic salary, allowances, HRA, transport, internet, meals, bonuses, performance, festival, sales-based, deductions, taxes, insurance, retirement plans, net pay, what the employee receives in hand. Steps in payroll process. Let's dive into the 8 essential steps in the payroll process. Step 1. Collect employee information. Employee personal details, salary breakup, and bank account details. Step 2. Define payroll policies. Create or review policies related to attendance and leave, overtime tax, PF policies. Step 3. Track time and attendance. Integrate your payroll with attendance systems. Record working days, leaves, late marks. Calculate overtime hours. Step 4. Calculate salaries. Gross salary equal basic pay plus HRA plus allowances plus bonuses. Deductions equal tax, TDS, PF, ESIC, loan EMIs, other deductions. Net pay equals gross salary minus deductions. Step 5. Verify and approve. Prepare the salary sheet which the finance head reviews and approves before payment. Pro tip: always have a 2-level approval system to avoid errors or fraud. Step 6. Disperse salary. Transfer net pay to employee bank accounts. Most companies use batch transfers via online banking or integrated payroll systems. Step 7. File statutory compliances. Submit tax filings and contributions to local authorities. Late filing leads to penalties. Step 8. Maintain records. Keep payroll reports, pay slips, tax forms, and employee history for 5 to 7 years, depending on legal requirements. Second, how to run payroll. How to run payroll refers to the step-by-step process a business follows to pay its employees accurately, on time, and in compliance with tax and labor laws. In simple terms, running payroll involves tracking work hours, knowing how many hours each employee worked, calculating gross pay, the full amount an employee earns before deductions, deducting taxes and benefits, like income tax, retirement contributions, health insurance, etc. Paying employees, depositing their net pay via bank transfer or check, filing taxes, sending the deducted taxes to the government, keeping records, storing pay slips, tax forms, and employee documents securely. For example, let's say you're a small business owner in Canada with 3 employees. Every 2 weeks, track how many hours they worked, calculate how much they earned, deduct income tax, EI, employment insurance, and CPP, Canada Pension Plan. Transfer the final amount to their bank accounts. File the taxes and keep records for audits. That whole system is you running payroll. Now that we've seen how payroll works, it's time to walk you through how you can manage it. By looking at 3 payroll options, learning how to set it up in 3 steps, and understanding how to run it efficiently in 5 essential steps. This applies whether you're a 10-person startup or a 10,000-employee enterprise. Number 1, 3 payroll options. You have 3 payroll management options, each with pros and cons. Option 1, DIY payroll, do it yourself. Best for freelancers or businesses with less than 5 employees. Requires knowledge of tax laws, time tracking, and payroll compliance. How it works. You handle everything manually using spreadsheets and online calculators. Use government portals for tax filings. Pros, low cost, full control. Cons, risk of human error. Time consuming. Tools, Excel sheets, calculators, or free software like Wave. For example, a freelancer in the UK uses a spreadsheet to track time and uses HMRC's basic PAYE tools for tax reporting. Option 2, hire an accountant. Best for growing or medium-sized businesses, 5 to 50 employees. How it works. You outsource payroll tasks to a CPA or accounting firm. Pros, reduces legal risks, expert support, saves time, often bundled with bookkeeping tax services. Cons, can be expensive, less immediate control. For example, a cafe in Sydney outsources payroll to an accountant who handles superannuation, PAYG taxes, and payroll tax filings. Option 3, use a payroll service provider. Best for any size of business. How it works, use cloud software to automate salary calculations, tax filing, and pay slips. Pros, automation, saves time, reduces errors, scalability. Cons, subscription cost. For example, a SaaS company with remote teams in Canada, Brazil, and India uses Deal to pay employees and contractors in local currency with taxes handled automatically. If you're watching and finding these payroll options helpful so far, make sure to like the video, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe for more such insightful content on business and management topics. So, number 2, how to set up payroll in 3 steps. Before you run payroll, you need to set it up correctly. Step 1, register your business for taxes. USA, get an EIN from the IRS. UK, register with HMRC as an employer. India, get a TAN and register for EPF, ESI. Australia, apply for an ABN and register for PAYG. This allows you to legally pay employees and file payroll taxes. Step 2, collect employee information. You'll need tax forms, W-4, P-45, PN, etc., bank details, benefit elections, employment contracts. Accurate data here prevents issues later. For example, in India, you'll collect PAN, Aadhaar, and bank account details for EPF and ESI benefits. Step 3, choose your payroll method. Pick one of the 3 payroll methods: DIY, Excel plus online calculators; accountant, outsourced professionals; payroll service provider, Gusto, ADP, RazorPayX, etc. Then integrate with your time tracking, accounting, and tax systems. Pro tip, always test with 1 to 2 employees before launching company-wide. Number 3, how to run payroll in 5 steps. Now that your system is in place, let's go through the process step by step. Step 1, calculate hours worked and gross pay. Use time tracking tools or manual logs to determine hours. Tools like T-Seats, Clockify, Zoho People. Formula, gross pay equal hourly rate multiplied by hours worked plus bonuses minus deductions. For salaried staff, divide annual pay by the number of pay periods. For example, a bakery employee in New Zealand works 40 hours per week at NZD 20 per hour. Gross pay equal 40 into 20 equal NZD 800 per week. Step 2, deduct benefits and withhold taxes. Deductions may include Social Security, FICA/NI/PF, health benefits, retirement savings, income tax, federal, state, local. In the U.S., federal tax, Medicare, and Social Security. In India, TDS, EPF, and ESI. In UK, PAYE tax, NIC, National Insurance Contribution. For example, a software engineer in California has a $5,000 gross monthly salary. Deductions include federal income tax, $800, FICA, Social Security plus Medicare, $382.50, contribution, $250, health insurance, $150, net pay equal $3,417.50. Use official tax tables or built-in tools and platforms like Gusto. Step 3, pay the employees. Use direct deposit, checks, or pay cards. Payroll platforms automate this with bank integration. Most modern systems allow autopay, same-day or two-day direct deposits, notifications for employees. For example, QuickBooks. Payroll offers same-day deposits in the U.S. tools. Wise Business, Global Payment, ADP, Payoneer. Step 4. Pay and file taxes. Submit payroll taxes to the relevant authorities, IRS, HMRC, CRA, etc. File forms, WW2 or W3, US, RTI, UK, Form 16, India. Deposit schedules vary by country and employee count. For example, UK employers file pay RTI reports each pay cycle to HMRC. Tip: automate this using software to avoid penalties. Step 5. Maintain and retain records. Keep payroll data for 3 to 7 years. Store time logs, pay slips, tax forms, and contracts. For example, in Canada, payroll records must be kept for 6 years from the end of the last tax year. Cloud platforms like Gusto and RazorPayX auto-archive these for compliance. Top payroll platforms around the world. Now take a moment to explore this table of top payroll providers and their key features from around the world, so you can choose the right solution that fits your business needs and ensures smooth, compliant payroll processing. Payroll providers and their features vary by region. In the USA, popular providers such as Gusto, ADP, and Paychex offer services including tax filing, benefits administration, and time tracking. In the UK, Xero, Sage, and BrightPay support features like real-time information, RTI submissions, and pension auto-enrollment. Australian payroll solutions like KeyPay and QuickBooks ensure single-touch payroll, STP compliance, and provide award interpretation. In Canada, WagePoint and Ceridian facilitate Canada Revenue Agency, CRA, integration and support payroll across multiple locations. Indian providers such as RazorPayX Payroll and Keka offer automation for Provident Fund, PF, Employee State Insurance Corporation, ESIC, and bonuses, along with Form 16 generation. In the UAE, Gulf HR and Bayzat focus on wage protection system, WPS support, and visa processing. For global payroll needs, platforms like Deal, Remote.com, and Oyster specialize in international contractor payments and employer of record, your EOR, payroll services. These services offer direct deposits, tax filing, benefits management, and even contractor payments across countries. Third, real-world examples. Let's look at a few global payroll challenges and how businesses solve them. Number 1, UK NHS, National Health Service. The NHS pays over 1.3 million staff. They use centralized systems to process complex salary structures, including night shift bonuses and pensions. They must submit real-time information, RTI, to HMRC every time they run payroll. Number 2, Japan Toyota. In Japan, payroll is monthly. Toyota's payroll includes allowances for transport, housing, and family. Taxes and bonuses are highly structured, and compliance with Japan's Shikai Hoken social insurance system is crucial. Number 3, India Infosys. Infosys uses a combination of in-house software and service providers. Their payroll includes Provident Fund deductions, professional tax, employee state insurance, and income tax. Compliance with labor law and audits is frequent. These companies prove that payroll is complex, but manageable with the right tools and strategy. Even the smallest companies are now leveraging automation for error-free payroll. Fourth, tips to avoid common payroll mistakes. Stay updated with tax changes and deadlines. Double-check data. Errors in employee details cause issues. Automate wherever possible. Train your team if you're scaling up. Choose scalable tools if you're planning to expand globally. And there you have it. We've explored the payroll process from start to finish. What it is, how it works, and how you can run payroll efficiently. Running payroll might sound complex, but with the right tools and understanding, it becomes a smooth and repeatable process. But wait, we're not done just yet. To test your understanding of everything you've learned today, head over to our website, thinkeduca.com, and take a quick, interactive, multiple-choice quiz on this topic. Thank you for watching, and comment below with your biggest payroll challenge. Remember, happy employees begin with accurate payroll, and I have a great video on financial management that you'll find useful. Click here to watch it next. Happy paying!